Hey there, guys, gals, and my non binary pals. How's it going? Rye Bread here, bringing you a new video. This week's topic was something I didn't really realize I had much of an opinion on until I started actually giving it some real thought. And that topic is clothes. So, this was a question uh, tossed to me by my friend Danielle on Facebook. She wanted to know I came to my style and how clothes felt before versus how clothes feel now. And I thought it was a really interesting question, and I decided that I really wanted to give it some serious thought and give a well thought out answer. And when I mean I gave it some real thought, I mean I gave it some real thought. I mean, I sat down with my moleskin notebook and I gave it some real thought. I wrote down way more than I thought I was going to. But after really thinking about it, I realized how much clothes have been a point of contention for me. Like when I was younger, I would wear a lot of dresses and stuff. And from the ages of like 11, 12 to probably 20, 21, I tried to maintain an air of girliness. And I just, when I wore dresses, when I wore like tank tops and stuff, I felt like I was a freaking quarterback trying to wear a prom dress, basically. Like, that's the mental image that I have of myself. And I just felt super uncomfortable with it, and it just was not fun times. And then I remember the first time that I let myself get a pair of wear and did not shave my legs in cargo shorts. Cargo shorts are fucking great. Supposedly they're like some abomination to fashion or something, but they're super comfortable. Having all those pockets is fucking great. And I'm never going to go without cargo pants because fuck that, they're awesome. But I remember when I let myself wear some without shaving my legs, and it was like a fucking it was awesome, basically. And then when I got my first binder, which is a piece of clothing, seeing myself with a flat chest was like revolutionary, really. Like looking down and not seeing these things that I hated about myself. It's just like they're just I mean, they do go elsewhere, unfortunately, and I don't know, like I still have a bit of a bulge because of it, but honestly, I couldn't live without wearing a binder. Not these days. Not with knowing how actually bad my chest dysphoria is. But and then I got my first pair of boxer briefs. Oh, they're so comfortable. Especially the brand that I get. They're MeUndies, and they're so soft. They're so comfortable. But between like the everyday clothes that I wear, like the flannel shirts and the nerdy t-shirts under them, and I wear like the baseball 3/4 sleeve shirts, and I wear Henley long sleeve shirts, and then also the jackets that I got myself, like this leather jacket. I freaking love this thing. I got that when my friend Tara took me shopping when I finally like realized who I was and I got some more manly clothes, and putting it on was like it was awesome. It was like, oh, the angels sang or whatever. But yeah, so clothes are kind of a big thing. You either feel super uncomfortable with them or you wear stuff that flatters you and makes you look good and makes you feel good, and it makes all the difference, really. Um, but as to how I came to my style, honestly, I looked at places like Target's online store, Old Navy's online store, and I just kind of I was like, hey, I like that, and I would try things on. I mean, men's fashion is pretty simple unless you get into like the high end stuff, to where you just put it on your body and it's like, oh, good. You either like it or you don't. And I mean, other than that, my style is still really much like 12-year-old, 16-year-old boy, really. I also cannot live without wearing baseball hats. I don't, I never thought of myself as much of a hat person, but then I got what it's like a flex fit without having a band or anything, and I fucking love it. Like this especially is my favorite hat. But that's more the sentimental value of what Achievement Hunter is more than anything else. But yeah. So clothes, really awesome. They keep you warm, they keep you covered, cuz nobody really needs to be seeing all this naked. Let's be real. So yeah, that's this week's video. A little it's more on the positive side. It's less negative than me ranting about how much I hate our president. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Throw me any recommendations of things to talk about, things to look up. Whatever. Just I like to hear from you guys. Have a good one. Bye. I would still try to maintain an air of femininity. 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 Feminine